As a nature photographer, but especially as an astrophotographer, there is a place in the world that has always captured my imagination. A place that, due to its remoteness alone, seemed unattainable. It was the last tick on the list of astronomical places to visit, the pinnacle of the pyramid, the Mecca for astrophotographers. A panoramic window to the southern hemisphere and to the most pristine and darkest skies in the world. That place is called Atacama, a desert located in the Chilean Altiplano, which hosts some of the most advanced astronomical facilities in the world. A place that has shown us its wildest side. But also its impressive natural allure. What I did not imagine is that this expedition to this remote corner of the world would also take me through the desert, and in a 4x4 to visit one of the most unusual places that exist on the face of the earth. A place where the sky and the earth merge into one. And where the night seems to transport you to arid polar landscapes. Join me in visiting the Atacama Desert in Chile and the Uyuni Salt Flat in Bolivia. Already at the Madrid-Barajas airport, one of the greatest adventures I will embark on within the Natural Project begins. In this case, also with another photographer and great friend, Nestor Rodan, a specialist in landscape photography, and with whom I've already had another adventure like last year's trip to La Palma. We are going to photograph the cleanest and darkest night skies on the planet. We are heading to the Atacama Desert and to the Uyuni Salt Flat in Bolivia. Every adventure begins with a step, but in this case it's a giant leap, because we will fly for about 13 hours. We will cross an ocean and pass the equator line to enter the southern hemisphere of the Earth, a territory unknown to me. Well, it's 12 midnight. We are about to take off, and ahead of us are almost 14 hours of flight. A night flight. A very long flight. And tomorrow, we arrive at 7 in Santiago de Chile. We begin the adventure. We are just over an hour away from landing in Santiago de Chile. The first lights of dawn are starting to break over there on the horizon. In this night, it's eternal because since yesterday, around 8, a little past 8 in the evening when it got dark, okay, it has been night throughout the journey. Right now it's a quarter to 12 in the morning in Spain, but well, just about to land now. To stretch our legs a bit. Upon our arrival in Chile, Aconcagua greets us imposingly. It's going to be a memorable trip.
Well, we just landed here in Santiago de Chile a little while ago, and some problems are starting to arise. At the moment, there are two people. We know of two people. One of the attendees and myself, who cannot get a SIM card for our phone. Most of the attendees are using eSIM. Our phones are not compatible, and it seems that due to something quite sudden, quite new, they are not selling SIM cards to tourists. So be careful if you are going to travel to Chile. And your phone is not compatible because you might encounter a problem buying a data card here, at least here at the Santiago de Chile airport. In a little while, we are going to take a domestic flight to Calama. And we will try again there to get the SIM card. So for now, we are relying on the airport's Wi-Fi data. We managed to get through security with all the equipment we have, including a battery for the telescope. We have another battery from a colleague that was stopped. He is dealing with the company to try to get it through, and we hope he succeeds so we can continue the trip without major setbacks to Calama. Let's see, Manuel, is the battery issue resolved or what?
Yes. Honestly, it was a scare, but luckily in the end, they gave me the paperwork. And with that, I managed to get through.
But if I have to show the manual to see...
Important. The manual is important because this battery...
Of course, it's right at the limit, 150 watts.
The Bresser battery is right at the limit for boarding the plane, which is 160 watt hours. The Bresser one has 155 watt hours, but it doesn't say so anywhere on the battery. So if you plan to travel with a battery of this type, take the manual with you because it's your salvation, right, Manuel? So that they can issue that little paper and you can do it. So we have 2 batteries. We are traveling shortly to Calama with all the equipment ready for astrophotography.
The city of Calama, in the north of Chile, is known as the mining capital of the country, with a thriving industry in copper extraction. For us, it will be our landing point. In Chile, our meeting point with the rest of the group, and our gateway to the Atacama Desert.
Well, we are at LOA, Calama. We have already picked up the suitcases, collected the luggage. We are going to rent the vans and head to San Pedro de Atacama. Well, we went out for dinner. I haven't told you much because honestly, we've been going full speed. Full speed with the rented vehicles coming all the way here to San Pedro de Atacama, checking into the hotel, and wow, I'm exhausted. It's 11:30 Tema por local time, and we've been on our feet for many hours, Martin, so I'm going to sleep because I'm worn out. Tomorrow, we have a visit planned to do landscape photography around here in San Pedro de Atacama, close to this area. So starting tomorrow, I'll tell you more. Good night.
San Pedro de Atacama is a small town at the gateway to the Atacama Desert. Its tourist bustle is striking, which contrasts with its unpaved streets and the enormous amount of dust in suspension in this place. We truly feel that we are in the desert. The desert where it rains the least in the world. An annual average of just 15 milliliters.
First day in San Pedro de Atacama, already rested finally. And well, mates, this is the weather we've got. A lot of clouds. I see this in Spain and I would say it's going to rain, but here they've assured me that not a drop will fall.
I've played with this gentleman. Where the hell does he keep his lighter? I owe him 2 beers of the brand, model, size, and texture he has. And it was the faith that I am going to pay him.
It's ironic that we came to photograph stars, and we might end up photographing rain in the driest place on Earth.
The thing is, how's the photography situation? Let's see. How's the photography situation there? Sheltered?
Despite not being able to see the stars, we kept the rest of our schedule. We visited the Rainbow Valley, which owes its colors to the succession of numerous strata with more than 250 different types of minerals. We traveled to the Tatio geysers, which, located at 4,200 meters above sea level, are positioned as the highest altitude geothermal field on the planet. Valley of the Moon, with its dunes and reddish formations, seems to transport us to the planet Mars. And of course, we also had the chance to meet the local fauna, vicuñas, llamas, guanacos, and even the occasional Andean fox. But we also visited much more remote locations, situated over 4,600 meters above sea level in the heart of the Chilean Altiplano. Locations that are noted as spectacular spots from which to photograph the southern sky in future editions of this trip. And it is in these remote regions where Atacama had one last surprise in store for us. A sudden snowfall that the Atacameños themselves describe as an ephemeral privilege. Have you ever seen a snowy desert? Welcome to the Atacama Desert with a snowfall that blows your mind. The Atacama Desert had already shown us its wildest side, leaving us with unforgettable images, extraordinary landscapes, unique corners, rain in the driest place on earth, and snow that would make our photographs almost unique. "24 hours before heading to Bolivia, the desert still had a gift for us. The much-anticipated stars. We were ready to gaze at and photograph the best night sky in the world.